directory, and then line 12 we're importing the Excel file that we'll be using, and then we do some processing up to 21 here. Okay, the data set that we're importing from Excel is this one. So this is the data set, and then when we run it, let us run. So we have run, so it means we have imported. If we can see in the data editor, this is the file that we have imported. Alright, let us now go to our objective for today. So it's this one. We want to use putexcel command. Okay, so what we'll do is, let me start with this one before we go to the actual putexcel command. So we'll do some regression analysis on our data set, and then we'll return list so that we see what we have extracted from our regression, and then we'll see the matrix. We can create a new matrix known as results for the coefficients table, and then we can matrix list this result to see what is in this matrix, and then we can call these entries from this matrix now into Excel using putexcel. Okay, let me first run this one before we go further. So if we go here, what if as you can see, let me start from here. So we started from this one, the regression we have run. So here run regression analysis, that's this one. So we want to create an Excel sheet of regression results from Stata table. Okay, so first we have done the regression. So this regression we have done over table, and then we've got the coefficients table. This coefficients table at the bottom is what is referred to as the table. When we use R table, it will keep all this. Okay, what I mean is, if we return list, we'll see for the ANOVA table that we had here, the degrees of freedom, all these root mean square, F value, residual sum square, mean square, all these ones, the count, what they will be as colors here, and then we have got the some macros we can be using there to autocomplete our statements, but we also have the matrices here. So I'm testing the EB, the coefficients matrix, the V is the various matrix. Okay, but this one, the E matrix, if we assign it to, if we create a matrix results and say R table, then it will make that matrix, it will keep in the memory, so it will be transposed. You can see that here there were like the coefficients, it's not the error, t value, p value, confidence interval, they were on top here as column headers, but now, and these ones, the variables, they were entering as row, but now these variables will go on top as column headers, and these ones it's transposed, so the coefficients and the error will be transposed here. That's what when you make a matrix, that's what happens. So you can see that this is the error, coefficients, t value, p value, lower limit, upper limit, degrees of freedom, they were on top here, but now they've gone on the left here, so they transpose. But when you say transpose, so last time it was a 7 by 9, but now it will be a 9 by 7. Okay, so now from here, this is not the other table was going into a matrix. Now the matrix is in this format, so that when we want these results to go into Excel, then for example, if we say display results 5-1, it means 5 is row number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means it's the lower limit. So of 1 is of age, so it will display this lower limit of age. That's what happens here. So if we could say, for example, display results. If I wanted to see p values, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. P value is number 4, so I'll say 4, and the p value of what? So p value is 4. Then I wanted maybe p value of Wednesday. So Wednesday is, you can see here, this is age. Sex is true because 1 has been omitted as categorical variable. So it's on a female, male has been omitted, and again the Monday has been omitted. So this is Tuesday, Wednesday. So for Wednesday, that will be column 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be 4, 4. So this one will be for Wednesday. So if I put 4, 4, then it will give me the 0.0115 there. See? So using this technique, we can now do like this. For example, up to, let me do this first one up to here, for example. So we can use this technique, for example, to enter this. So we can create the putexcel. This is sheet number, the workbook number results 3. This is the Excel file, and then the sheet I can call it regression results. Replace. Okay. Then in A2 I can put table 1. Board, and the size, if you want, I can make a bigger size if I want. Maybe I can say font size I can say maybe use default font type, and then the size, maybe I can put, maybe I want size 36. So to put size 36, and then I want it to be maybe red, so it can be red like that. Okay, so when I run that one, and then or maybe green, for example, maybe let me put red, or I can put green just for learning purposes. And then but if you leave it, by default it will be black, automatic. Okay, the size, if you leave it, it will take the automatic. This one, if you leave it, it will take. But if I wanted, if I can put times New Roman to change to that one. But if we don't put anything here, it will take the default, the one in the default in your Excel. All right, and then the B3, I'll put the headings coefficient, 95% confidence interval, p-value, and I'll put them horizontal center. So that's the alignment. So if I run from here up to here, so far, and up to here, let me run up to here. It means in this column, this was a row, B3, C3, D3 was a row. I had these headers, but this is a column, A4, A5, up to A12 is a column. I'm entering the row headers as these ones, and then I put a border on top, and I put a border at the bottom of the same, this one, which was B3, this one. So if I run this one, let me run this one so that you see what we have so far. I run, so you see, it's 3 I opened it, sometime I was using it, so let me close it. This is 3, let me close it. Yeah, okay, so if I run, I run it, then it will run now because I've closed that one. So if we go into the file, which is 3, you see that so far we have, you see this, I put green, big size, so that's what happens. Okay, that's what happens. So these ones, maybe I can make the size, if I wanted this to be big, I can put them maybe size 40. All of these ones, they can be what size? They can be, maybe let us use the size. Okay, so let me close here. Let me close, and then, okay, I close this one. Okay, then we go on to here. So okay, but this one we can do it anytime next time. Okay, let me run. I'm looking at time, so let me run this one, the coefficients. What we are doing now for the coefficients, up to here, what is happening? Coefficients up to here. So this is the results that we're saying. So 1 1 because the coefficient was 1, and then the number format, that is 0, was 1 because we're getting them from what we were doing last time here. So if you remember, let me take you back. So the coefficients was 1. That's why you're seeing 1 1 1 1 was row number 1. And then if we put 1 1 is edge, 1 7 it will be the constant, 1 6 like that. So 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 and then 7. If you enter the 2 as a low, it will be the standard errors. If you enter 3, it will be the t-values. If you enter low as 4, it will be the p-values. You see? So that's what I'm doing here. Okay. So if we go here, here 1 1 1, I'm entering the coefficient. So I enter that. Okay. If you can see B5, I've jumped because I've put reference, and the B7 I've jumped up to put reference. Why? Because these ones 5 and 7 were for male and 7 for day 1. So the age is entered as a covariate, the numeric, but these ones are categorical. So male has been referenced, and then as the dummy variable, so that we wanted female compared against female, and then the other days 2 up to day 5 compared with 7, day 7. All right, compared to day 1. So that's in A7. That's why we've jumped B7, because it will have nothing to be entered. The n format, that's numeric format, so we want it to be, we have decimal places, and with what, zeros with 3 decimal places. Yeah, so because this one was not to 3 decimal places, there were 2, there are so many, maybe it's 9, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 decimal places. Okay, so we just want to limit to 3 decimal places. Okay, so if I run, all right. So if it has run, yeah, it has run. So if I go there, okay, if I go into this and see now, let us see, then you see that now. So we see you have entered now here. Okay, so I can make these ones big. If you don't see them, I can make these ones maybe 18. Okay, so I can put here, I can do like this. Okay, and then this one I can change the size. Okay, yeah, so you can see that so far what we have entered these ones, the coefficients. So similarly, we need to enter the confidence intervals and p-values. Confidence intervals, we want the lower limit and the upper limit, and in a round bracket and with comma in the round brackets. How do we do this? Oh, let's see. Okay, so we go here. Okay, but here at the bottom we need to have a border also. Alright, so what we do is we go here. Okay, so remember, if this one is open it will not work, so I will close it immediately. You can save it or not save, there's no problem, so that it does not ask us again. That it's annoying. Okay, so what I mean is this one you can do at the end, or you can do right away here. Okay, you can where is it, right away here, where is it, anywhere. You can put it anywhere, but if to make it logic, let us put it soon after doing these ones. We can just put it right away there. Okay, then right away I can run this one. Right away. So we'll just run this one. I'll run, and then this one for the confidence interval, what we're saying is we use the macro. So when we use the macro, the lower confidence limit and the upper confidence limit, they will take the 5, 1 and then 6, 1 respectively from that matrix that I think I showed you already, and display them as 3 decimal places, and then concatenate. You create another macro, this one number 40, this one, to concatenate these two above in such a way that you have the brackets, opening bracket, parentheses, and the closing bracket, and then you take the macro which was above there, the lower limit, put it here, and the upper limit, put it there, separate with a comma, and then with a space here, one space, and then you put Excel now here. Then you take this concatenated macro and put it here. So if you run this one here, for example, let us run this one, run. So if you see, yes, it has run, it has concatenated the macros. Let us see what is happening there. So if we go here, go into our Excel, you can see that now what it has done. I can change these ones to 18, yeah. Then I can do like that, and then as I did before, so you can see like that. Yeah, so if you can see what's happening, I put the border at the bottom. You can see that now border, this border here at the bottom, you can see on the, that's why I was saying A12 up to D12. If you remember, I just added here A12, I think it was above here, A12 here, this one. So A12 up to D12, border bottom, that's the one which I have done here. I've added here the border at the bottom at the end of this one. So this one I already put the bottom up and bottom, and so this one here I've filled the what confidence interval the way I wanted, and I've aligned it to the right hand side. How? So I did here, I say aligned, where was it? That should be down here. So I said align right. Okay, so if I want, okay, but this one should be closed first. So I close this one, close, and then if I can learn now, if I can learn all of these ones up to these ones here, run, yeah, to run all of these ones. If I see now, let us go there and see and check, then you find that now we have without wasting time, I can just learn the p-values as well. So the p-values is the same thing. You take the column number 4 because the p-values was number 4. If you see the p-values, okay, so it's not here. The p-values, that's here. No, not this one. I wanted this one. So the p-values, it was in this matrix is 1, 2, 3. P-values is number 4. Okay. So matrix number 4. So that's why I'm putting the p-values as number 4. Like that. So if I run the whole of this one up to here, yeah, up to here, so I run all of this one, then now it will be complete everything. Now do you see? Yeah, it will run. So this one is complete now. Let us see now the complete thing, the complete table. So it's that one. So if I can do this one and resize these ones into 18, here we go. So see that, yeah, you can see this one, very interesting. Here we go. See, So you see this side I just make it a very big one. See, yeah, because I just made it delivery to be very big. But if you wanted it not to be very big, don't save. Then you could leave it the way it was. Where was it? Let me go there back. It was here. Not here, but it was okay, it's above. So see 36, so it was big. So if I put it maybe 22, that is, so that's in line with this that other one. Let me just run the whole of it again. So if I run the whole of it again, the whole file, then I'll run the whole file. Let me see. So I go back, then you'll see that now. Okay, so see that now it's a 22. Okay, this one I can also put 22. Then this one, yeah, so this one I can put it, yeah, so that's all. Yeah, so that's exactly what we wanted. Yeah, I can collapse the ribbon so that we see it properly. Yeah, like that. Here we go. So we've achieved. We have now the edges, we have the coefficients, I mean we have the variables here, and then the male is reference, and then again the day one is reference. Okay, so with the confidence intervals they're aligned on the right hand side properly. We've used the macros and then the p-values there. Yeah, so today we have achieved the objective that we wanted. Yes, we've achieved this objective, the third objective. Yeah, so if you've liked this video, please remember to like, comment there and share it, and also remember to subscribe if you've not done so. Bye.